vlog clip about the film Juno. So today we're going to be looking into that. So we first see the opening credits, which is accompanied by like really bright, bouncy, fun music, and it gives us a sense of hopefulness, a sense that the film is going to be happy. We see a lot of manipulation of our emotions using color, especially straight off the bat with the opening credits. We see Juno wearing her classic red hoodie that she's going to wear a lot throughout this movie, and she's carrying Sunny D with a yellow label. She encounters the track team. They run by her wearing red shirts and yellow shorts. In our first scene, we see Juno go to the store to buy a pregnancy test, and she's immediately in this banter with the store clerk, which kind of just gives us like a childish kind of vibe. Speaking on the coordination of colors with the characters and things, I think we correlate these colors with how we feel or the characters that we see. So, for example, when Juno and her dad first meet Mark and Vanessa, we're shown a lot of blue. So like Vanessa's sweater is navy blue, Juno's car is bright blue, Mark's shirt is blue, the lawyer's outfit is blue. We also see a lot of neutral colors with Mark and Vanessa. The houses are all beige. Mark and Vanessa's house, there's a lot of white. All the pictures of them together are them wearing white. Their walls are beige. We will notice in this scene that Juno and her dad are both wearing orange. This kind of ties Juno together with the more warm colors, which is something that we do see a lot throughout the movie as well. We also see the use of familiar image, which is used to show kind of emotion without explicitly saying it in the story. So we can see this when Juno goes to the clinic for the first time. So she goes to the clinic obviously with the intention to get an abortion, and then outside the clinic she runs into her friend. Juno speaks to her and she tells Juno that her baby has fingernails, which is not true, but we'll bypass that for now. And then when she goes into the clinic, she starts filing out her paperwork, and we see kind of like an onslaught of fingernail imagery. So we're seeing people tapping on their fingernails, scratching their face, biting their fingernails, and then we are kind of getting like zoom-ins and close-ups, and this is like a montage of fingernail imagery, and each clip gets faster and faster, which is showing us that Juno is getting more and more nervous. And then the finish of this is her running out of the clinic and deciding that she didn't want to get the abortion. And so obviously from all these emotional themes, we know that Juno is a catharsis film, which is like very obvious. This film has a lot of heavy themes. It is pretty emotional. Juno's so young. She is pregnant in high school, so she's being made fun of a lot, but overall, I would say that this film isn't like sad catharsis necessarily. Although there are sad themes and scenes, I think that mostly the film is heartwarming. We can see this a lot, like through the comedy. There's so many comedic jokes throughout this film. But okay, so we do obviously see a lot of sad scenes in Juno. These scenes are drawing emotion out of us, which we know that cathartic themes are meant to make us feel strong emotions, and so that we'll feel better. We also have scenes like her in her car crying when she finds out that Mark and Vanessa are getting divorced. We have the creepy scene between Juno and Mark that kind of gives us that like disgusting feeling. So there's a lot of cathartic moments in this film, but I think that all of these cathartic, happy, sad, weird, angry scenes are wrapped up by possibly the best ending, because Juno gives the baby to Vanessa, and then we see that Vanessa has Juno's letter hung up on her nursery wall, and then we're given a really happy closing scene of Juno and Bleecker together, and that just kind of closes out the story. I think that the editing of the familiar image scenes with like the fingernails, and I think that the color coordination, all of those things just kind of make Juno one of the most classic films, and I think that it is a really worth watching film. So that's basically all I have to say. Well, bye.